the place to get a 21st century education.
Let me tell you one thing about Jamie Mcintyre.
What you see is what you get.
He is an unbelievable, generous person. Not only does he work in the business sector...
Welcome everyone along to the launch of 21st Century Radio. We're obviously very, very excited to be launching this today. Something that never ceases to amaze me in 21st Century is the speed at which things happen. I think we literally signed off on this 2 weeks ago, Brendan? 2 weeks ago. And it's already there. And we've got so many things coming up. Wait for the next CEO update that I'm sure will happen equally fast pace. Really excited. I'm going to invite our CEO up to tell you all about it. Please welcome Jamie Mcintyre.
Well, I'm very excited about 21st Century Radio. It's one of the new endeavours. Even though it was only signed off 2 weeks ago, and as you know, in 21st Century, we say we're going to do something, we do it, and we do it at speed. It has actually been almost 18 months, 24 months in creation. To people that come with the idea. One that's here today is Brendan. Can we give Brendan a big hand? Our partners in the radio initiative, Brendan and Daryl, approached 21st Century about 18 months ago, and Daryl had been a part of 21st Century, I think, as a client or following what we did, and Brendan attended the Richard Branson event we did about 18 months ago, and suggested you should really put and create a radio station. And so the idea, like a lot of things, we get busy, we get around to it. So Daryl didn't give up. He sent it through a few times, and eventually we decided to do something. So I'm proud of the team that's put this together very quickly. The idea of 20th Century Radio, it's another way for us to reach more people. It's the beginning of something that we see we have a long-term future with, as far as really reaching a lot more people. The motto that the marketing girls come up with, and I'm very proud of, is educational and empowering radio, which is effectively what it is. So initially it starts off with an internet radio for 21st Century members in our databases, and we're approached by, as I said, Daryl and Brendan, who have work in commercial radio, have done for many years, had that experience with the idea of putting this together to get started and then use it as a pilot with some interest from commercial radio networks to then create it into a show on commercial radio, maybe a weekly, hourly show, etc., and then expand from there. So it will give us a wider reach in reaching more people. It is, for those who's had a chance to listen to any of the radio, some of you had, so you'll get access to that. We'll officially launch it out to our database next week and let people know about it. But it's really designed, one, obviously radio has to be entertaining, so we have all the licenses in place to use music to be able to, it's a combination of the best music that's out there that people might want to listen to that would suit our database, combined with professional voiceovers, and then interviews. So we have a lot of content at 21st Century. We're an educational company, so we have already a lot of interviews that we've done at our events, or interviews that I've done with, say, Tim Ferriss, etc., and some of the speakers, and Harry Dent, and Richard Branson, and our speakers, and we're going to LA in a couple of weeks to interview Arnold Schwarzenegger. So all this type of content is valuable content that we can play not only on 21st Century Radio, but also on 21st Century TV. So it's getting us more of that content. But the aim, as we said, is to be educational and empowering. So a lot of the music that people will hear at our 21st Century events, and a lot of our members are anchored into those songs, such as Hadaway and Life Will Never Be the Same Again. Some of you may be overhearing that song, but for people who've only been to a 4-day once or twice, it's still a positive anchor. So we have all that sort of music, so people will be able to tune in, our members, our followers will be able to tune in and listen to the radio, and not only be able to listen to music in the background, but also then we'll have our different commercials and live interviews, and we'll continue to create content. As you know, if you've seen the 21st Century studio in here, we're continually creating content, and we're looking to get more and more content and more interviews with different people as we expand our reach. So the website was put together. It's not complete yet. The marketing girls made me very clear about that. It's not complete yet, but this is the start of that, and we'll add more on that. But overall, as far as media, 20th Century Media now has a full suite of products. We launched 20th Century TV over a year ago. We launched 20th Century News, the online news site, 6 or 8 months ago, which is the fastest growing online news site in this country. We have 4 different magazines in that division. So now we have obviously large scale events with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you've heard the rumours about Oprah coming out, etc., which we should be able to confirm shortly. So it gives us a large platform, for media to have, where they can sell advertising. We are tracking some of the biggest brand advertisers in the country, and that's because we have so many different avenues now as a media company, not just an education company, to help them with that. So make sure you get a chance to listen to 20th Century Radio. I think they'll set it up as a default on your website soon. So it might be default 20th Century Radio, or listening to, or at least reading the 21st Century News. Who's following 20th Century News? You should say yes, regardless. It's good to maintain your position in the company. So I will call upon very quickly. Can we just give a big hand to Brendan? I'll just ask him to say a few words.
Thanks, mate. As Jamie said, Daryl and myself, we're radio guys that have been working in the industry for about 50 years combined. Both love the audio production and the speed and the pace that radio operates at. And it was the Financial Education Summit in 2011 when Branson came out that Daryl and I sat there together and spent the weekend together, and I think it was off the back of Branson's words, screw it, let's do it. We're just going, right, screw it, we're going to contact Jamie as soon as this is over, because we had a vision for creating a radio station, the area that we both love, and combined with the inspirational information that we both really enjoy as well. So 21st Century Radio, the concept we put in front of Jamie shortly after that, and it was about 18 months of work back and forth, and then we are finally here today. So have really enjoyed the process so far, and just working with Jamie and the team at such a great speed. So all the best.
Thank you very much. Give Brendan a hand. So we're excited to have the expertise of Brendan and Daryl behind it. As I said, 50 years combined experience in commercial radio, and that's really helped. And when you listen to the quality of the radio network, I mean, it's equivalent to what you're going to listen out there in commercial radio. It's sometimes better than some of the stations, I'd say. But the fact that it's like with 20th Century News, it's news with a difference. With the radio, it is with a difference. It's about education and empowerment, so people can listen and be entertained, but actually learn in the process. And I think that's something that's different and will be unique in the marketplace and give us opportunity to grow. So we're certainly excited about that. Does anyone hear about any other rumours? Can we share other rumours? I like to share things that haven't been officially launched yet because I can't keep secrets. But there is rumours out there that 21st Century is going to launch and start a 20th Century political party very soon. So you'll be hearing more about that. The marketing girls know all about that. They're already overwhelmed. We promised to get them some help. So we'll be going out. And obviously these avenues of 20th Century Radio, 20th Century TV, and other platforms that we have will help us create 2 core missions in 21st centuries. One is to change the world's education system, and the second one is to change the world's political systems. So it's a 2-prong approach in that. So you'll be hearing more about that, and we're pretty excited about that as well. So enjoy a drink. It's great to see you. What we actually have before we continue, we have some T-shirts. You can't have a party. Richard Branson taught me, if you're going to launch anything, always throw a party, because people like parties. Is that true? Who wouldn't work for 21st Century if we didn't have parties? Actually, I had a visitor, a political advisor, come in today. And it was before that. I had run out. I have to do a black tie event tomorrow night, and I forgot I don't have no tuxedos in Melbourne for some reason. Maybe they're in storage or somewhere. So I told Jess to find me a tuxedo, and I said I don't have time to go to the shops. I hate going shopping. So she found someone come here with the tuxedos and brought a couple. And he goes, you know what? I walk into many corporate. He had a great customer service. He said, I never say no to anything. If someone wants a suit or whatever, anytime you can call me at midnight. And if you need a suit, I'll deliver one that same day. Well, technically it'd be the next day by the time he got there. But he had really great customer service. But what he said was quite interesting. He said, I walk into corporations using St Kilda Road all day long delivering suits, etc. He said, it's funny how you go into each company, how it's different. like most, he said, just walking in here, I can see all the people in 21st Century that I've walked past are all smiling and happy and enjoy their work. He said most companies I go into, they're not actually happy people. So I think that's a compliment for all you guys. So give yourselves a hand. I didn't tell him it's about the drugs we pump into the air conditioner. So what we have here is 20th Century Radio T-shirts that you can wear proudly to St Kilda Beach tomorrow. This one is what size? This is extra large, so Dominic, that's obviously you. But if you turn behind you, I'll throw these ones out. If the size doesn't fit you, just swap with someone smaller. Catch. I don't always give prizes away. Now, if you see behind you there, there is a whole heap of T-shirts. What we're going to do is you have to grab a T-shirt, put it on, and then we're going to take a group photo for Instagram's waiting right now. Won't wait much longer. Twitter and Facebook is patiently waiting to launch 21st Century Radio. If it's not on Facebook, it's not on.